We've done it. We finally reached peak manga. And what, pray tell, is this manga that has peaked manga of all time? Well, let me just start with the title of the series, and you will instantly understand. It is called Turns Out My Dick Was a Cute Girl. That's all it needs to be. That's right, they Kajinkified your wiener. Your wiener has been turned into the most kawaii anime thing out there. You have to now take care of it as if it was your lover. Isn't that gonna be something swell? You may think I'm sarcastic with this, but this actually is a hilariously fun and unique manga, which is why I really actually have to do a video on this. I have touched upon it a little bit. That's right, I've touched my dick girl, and I Lost Pause read it, and you know, we little dabbled in there, a little bit of a tickle dick, and it was just like a little teaser, like this can't actually be real. But then I actually got into it. I wanted to see just how far this whole penetrated into the manga scene, and you know what? It is fantastic. Just to lay out the red carpet to welcome you into this series, every single chapter is brilliantly designed with a title such as My Dick Blank, My Dick That Hurts for Some Reason, My Dick Goes Outside, or My Dick Gets a Disguise. These are brilliant chapters for each and every one where you're like, well, I read that, I need to know how this guy's wiener goes outside, because I have no possible clue. I need to understand where this is going. Really just to dive deep into this right here, you know, just to get right on there, nice and erect in the series. You're greeted with your pink-haired girl right at the start, chapter 1, and in the silhouette, well, you know, that's a nice little shout out there. I wonder if it reminds you of anything. It's hilarious. It's really well designed out there. She's really cute. I think she's great. Yes, I know you've seen a girl similar to this in Shimoneta. I understand. I'm a man of culture myself. Shimoneta, brilliant anime. However, this one takes that one character that was designed after a wiener and really solidifies herself, really hardens in on, you know, making sure that she is standing up front, right in center, nice and erect in everyone's point of view. You really think I'm gonna stop making wiener jokes? I am not. Chapter begins here with a guy saying like, hey, you know, the years just fly by. A man without a girlfriend is just a freaking failure. That kind of sucks. I know half of my audience out here is like, dang, Noble, you really didn't have to just hit me with that one right there. That's kind of mean. I apologize. That wasn't aimed at you. That was the author. I don't think it's true. I think you're successful even if you don't have a girlfriend. But yes, protagonist Kun, very stereotypical guy. You know, everything's dull. He doesn't really have any hobbies or anything. But then one day he wakes up to something standing up in his room. And I know what you're thinking. Sometimes you wake up and something's standing in your room too. And he asks, who might this person be? Well, thank you for everything up until now. But and he's like, whatever, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Any typical man response, strange female thing in your freaking household? I'm gonna just walk on out, take a tinkle, you know, no big deal, leave the door open. And then, you know, he rushes outside and is like, wait a minute, I seem to be missing my wiener. Did I happen to drop it somewhere around here? And that's when she points to herself. And he realizes, no, you can't be. Turns out my dick was a cute girl. I see. So now you may be wondering, why does a wiener actually want to leave the person it was attached to in the form of a cute girl? It blames everything on itself, you know, that it's small and weak. And don't call yourself small, you know, weak, you know, it's kind of right there, you know, it's like, hey, hold on, let's not go there. Let's not be that way, all right? This is something like, dang, man, what's up with that, yo? And the main character obviously says, what the frick is that about? Where would you even want to go? What would a wiener even do on its own? India. Right, of course, India. Yes, that makes sense. Where else would you go? You would have to go to India. But then it reveals that the wiener actually knows everything what the master's been up to, looking up all those hardcore fluff videos every night that keeps him up. And he's like, how do you know all that? And of course, she's been by the side the entire time, and it's kind of like in his lap, it's just covering up her. And it just like makes me happy when you pet me like that. A little head pat, just an innocent head pat on your little wiener girl. That's all it is. It's nothing that bad, okay? YouTube, calm down out here, okay? We may be a kajinka there, but it's just a girl getting a head pat. Calm down. Let's put that demonetization thing away. And then he kind of reveals to her that, hey, I know you're trying hard to get me a girlfriend, and it would kind of suck if I don't have you. I kind of need you. And why would that be? How would your wiener not know anything like that? It's like the freaking thing doesn't know anything. It doesn't know anything. It's inexperienced, of course. It's good writing again. It's never seen anything. All it knows is what its master showed you. It's been inside the pants the entire time. How would it possibly know this? But then he reveals to her that, hey, you know, it's not your fault. It's fine. In fact, I actually appreciate every time I was appreciated, it was all to fulfill my desires. You were just thinking about me every time you think of perverted stuff. You didn't think I was useless. And it's like, yeah, you betcha. Then he's like, dang, you're actually kind of tiny. And then, oh, no, she actually gets bigger. Just like a real wiener when it gets excited. There's even that joke right at the end, so she can get bigger. Hilarious. And so the man stuck with this female version of his wiener, and that's how the strange disaster began. Great writing out here. Okay, this is just a brilliant series all around. And that's just the first chapter. And I don't want to continue to spoil anything past the first chapter, but I really have to drive home just some of the most brilliant writing that I've seen in a while that really makes me laugh out loud. It's been a while since I've laughed out loud in a manga. And I laugh at a lot of stuff out here, but you know, actually going through manga and reading it alone by itself without anyone watching me or doing anything or playing it up for a YouTube video, this manga drove it home, drove it in there, rock hard. When she's crying, she gets bigger after such grateful words. He's like, wait a minute, there's fluid. These are tears, right? Is it all right for me to keep petting you? I don't want to know what kind of fluids are leaking out of that thing right there. I'm just going to hope that it is tears. And I'm sure there's some things that you're wondering, like, how does this man who doesn't have a wiener anymore because it's been turned into a girl go to the bathroom? And so he needs his girl to help him out. She has to go to the bathroom for him. Some weird magical way. I don't know how it works, but hey, that little loophole, it's been covered. One of the chapter 3s out here, it's really funny because like, hey, my wiener wants to go outside. It's really excited and wants to see. And it's like, well, no, actually that makes sense because she's always been stuck in the dark, the cool recesses of my pants. She's never been outside to see the pansies. And so he's like, you know what? Maybe it is a good thing to go outside. You know, maybe that is good. And he's like, no, just kidding. Well, you can't. Because if you take your wiener outside, the police will arrest you. Exactly. Just a little peek? Absolutely not. That's what a perv would do. Just the writing and the situation in this is so hilarious. And did I ever mention that the fact that her name is Chinko-chan? If you know what Chinko means in Japanese, well, you should probably understand by me telling you, okay, you should know what it means. And he eventually gives in, saying like, Chinko-chan is enduring so bad. She's painfully stiff. I'm sure if I took her out, she'd be overjoyed. The innuendos are just beautiful. My little childhood me inside of me is screaming delightfully and snickering so much at some of these dumb potty humor jokes. I love it. And so he takes her outside. He's gonna show her the breeze. And bam, there's a girl out there. It's like, oh no, you didn't see this. He just takes her back, even after it's just a girl. This is a normal girl and shoves her back inside immediately. Well, that was it. That was fun. Now, obviously, there's a little bit more that happens after that, but I'll leave a little bit of surprise and suspense. You know, that girl is not unimportant. She shows up again. But by far, one of the chapters that made me laugh the most is the disguise one, okay? And she's like, okay, so I have to change up my hair a little bit, put on a hat, belt, and a scarf, all right? And then bam, I've seen this before. You look like those censored wieners. You'd seen it all. That disguise was absolutely beautiful. And then you get more great angles when that girl comes back to check in on the boy. And then he's just like, crap, Chinko-chan, don't come out. Just the appearance alone, it's so bad. Just the way they present this is hilarious. This entire chapter is just a gold mine. Regardless, I just really hope that I can interest you on looking at this manga, really checking it out, doing a nice dive right into there. Because, you know, I don't talk about manga too much. I am kind of an anime YouTuber, kind of. And this is just so out there, and it's so in your face that you cannot pay attention to this wiener like, you can't ignore it. And it's hilarious. I really recommend it. If this ever gets an anime, I don't think it will, but if it does, I will be a very, very happy man. And I kind of want to see some more memes about this because this girl is hilarious. This wiener is too precious. So yeah, if you haven't checked out, turns out my wiener is a cute girl, well, you're missing out. You really are missing out because it's beautiful. Only one volume so far. However, I really want to support this. I want this thing to go for as long as it needs to become a beautiful and enriched manga. I'm hoping for at least 5, possibly 10 volumes if it's really good. How long do you think this wiener can get? I don't know. If it keeps growing and growing, well, that's perfect for me. For now, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions about this. If there's any other beautiful manga out there that you would like to bring front and center, I have a few others that I'm currently interested in and like to share with you. But I thought, since I covered this topic kind of recently, I think I need to show this one off a little bit more. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you beautiful sons of guns again next time.